Finally, the ninja has come back to Nintendo 64. Along with the millions and millions of 64 fans. One time, if you smell what 1996 is kicking. You know, ladies and jelly spoons out there, welcome to the Game Dojo. I am your triumphant host and the World Wrestling Federation champion. Ladies, jelly spoons, gamers, tonight I'm going to take you on a ride unlike any other. Tonight we dive back, way back to 1964. Back in those days, this brand new sport was first being televised on basically black and white television. Who would know what it becomes? Who would know what it would become? Fast forward to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and this sport has dominated every medium, from the silver screen to the television screen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about World Championship Wrestling. And ladies and jelly spoons, 1996 was the birth of one of the best wrestling genres in the world when it came to games. We're talking about the N64. And ladies and jelly spoons, while some of the games were whack as ass crack, some of them were so mellow and yellow that even today they might entertain a fellow. Tonight, I'm your host on this ride, this train back in time to the greatest wrestling games ever invented and one of the biggest genres ever created. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to sit back and relax and get ready for these game tracks, because I am the Game Ninja and I am that damn good. That's right, ladies and jelly spoons. All throughout this video, I will be shooting all kind of wrestling taunts and throwback memorabilia. If you know what I'm saying. What? Do you know what I'm saying? What? Do you understand what I'm talking about? What? Do you know what? What? I'm telling you, this video is going to have puns all through it. The greatest wrestlers to ever do it in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hitting WCW, WWF, ECW, NWA, A&W. Hell, we'll hit the root beer if we have to. Ladies and jelly spoons, this is video game wrestling and one of the best eras of video game wrestling. Now, not all the games are great, I'm going to admit, but some of them still kick ass in 2026. But you don't have to take my word for it. You know, because the Big Valboski is just like, or was just like, Kobe Bryant. We both aim for the hole and we both score every time. Hello, ladies. Come on, guys. Val Venus. Matter of fact, I'm not going to call all the ones I'm going to say. Y'all guys are supposed to know who these wrestlers are. If you came up when I came up, you wrestled when I wrestled, if you played these games when I played these games, then you should know the excellence of execution when it comes to Nintendo 64 wrestling. Come on, Bret Hart, nothing? The excellence of execution? If I had a toothpick, I'd smack it out my mouth. Y'all would have got that one instantly. That was the late Kurt Hennig, or as most of us knew him, Mr. Perfect. What makes this video so special? I'm going to take it down and pause it for a second. What makes this video so damn special is, I would say, probably 50%, maybe 40% of these wrestlers are no longer here. So tonight, in our salute In our wrestling video, we're going to honor the best, the latest, the greatest, and those who could not have made it. Ladies and jelly spoons, I give to you the realm of Nintendo 64 Championship Wrestling. Are you ready? Are you ready? Really? Buffer? Michael Buffer? Bruce Buffer? Nothing? That hit nothing with you guys at all? How about I am that damn good? I never claimed to be the showstopper. I'm RVD. I'm the motherfucking show. Rob Van Dam? Really? Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Before we get to the first bit of this video, allow me. Y'all see, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all think y'all know, but you don't know. Where am I drawing at? Dun, dun, dun. I was trying to spit water, but it went down my throat. You ain't see that? Pause. I was trying to do Triple H and spit water down my throat. I'm a little too old, and shit almost choked me. I went to spit it up, and it just swallowed down my throat. Maybe it's for the best, because I just spit all over my camera and all over my computer. And y'all, you got it, right? I was doing Triple H fight when he came back. He used to come to the ring and just spit water everywhere. You're going to see that in the video. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. I was really trying to do it. I went back. I was going to put the arms up in the air. I was going to do everything, but I'm a little old. Went down my pipe, and it wouldn't look good me dying on camera while I'm trying to do the rest of the video. So, I'm trying to keep from coughing. We're going to move on to the video. Stay tuned. Hopefully, I and you can make it through this, Jordan. All right. See you in a few minutes.
The fans will be getting their money's worth tonight. Steve Austin has him where he wants him. I think the fans will be getting their money's worth tonight. Steve Austin has him where he wants him. I can't believe he threw him that far. Jockeying for position. Give him hell! They hook it up. tough spot now. 2 words for you. That's smart. Come on, pull them off balance. Oh, yeah. Now what the rock is cut off.
A clear mismatch so far.
WCW Backstage Assault.
You know what? I think it's people out there in TV land that still ain't quite feeling what I'm putting down. You gotta understand what it is to be in this sport. You gotta know what it is to be in this sport. Ooh, yeah. That's enough, Macho Man. That's enough, Macho Man. Take time. All right, time back in. That's gonna be enough of the Macho Man for a little bit. I almost coughed up half of my larynx. Sorry. Macho Man is pretty tough. I got some other people that's pretty much easy to do. Like Macho was saying, don't think you guys are feeling and understanding the significance of these games that you're seeing right now. So let me introduce you to the real people behind these games. Oh yeah. Oh, we're going there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is called a cartridge. This hard thing with a little microchip in here, this is a cartridge. This is what we used to play games. And these things are gold. Spirit fingers. This right here, that says property of Blockbuster. Don't worry about that. Blockbuster no longer exists. But that shit is pure. From the halls of 1996. This is WCW NWO Revenge. These babies right here. No downloads needed. No day one patch. No DLC. Everything you need is right up in here. You need to unlock something, it's already there. No microtransactions, no extra payments. It's all right there. You want to create something, it's right there. You want to get an expansion, well, they got them in the controller. The Nintendo 64 controller had like an expansion pack. You could put it like the Rumble pack in the controller and expansion pack in the deck, and it made the games look bigger than what they were. I mean, bigger than 64-bit. Actually, a lot better. Resident Evil 2, Donkey Kong. There's a bunch of games that take effect at expansion pack. But anyway, right back to these games. This is WCW NWO Revenge. I know, you see the tape. I don't know why wrestlers back in the day had tape all over their damn fingers. It just looked cool. Just like Macho Man. I don't know why he always had to go like this when he talks. But it just feels... No more. So, ladies and gentlemen, we also have on deck WCW Nitro with the late, great Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, and yes, that is Bill Goldberg, the biggest Jewish man I've ever seen in my entire life. Pumpkinhead in the flesh, guys. And this also is another cartridge. I just love the feeling. I love the smelling. I love the look and the says of it. You know what you're dealing with when you get these. This is Nintendo 64, baby. And we do the test with everything. So we're going. That's about 90, 96, 99. That's 100% pure old school classic right there. That's an old school classic you ain't gonna see too many times today. But you saw it gracing the screen. And we ain't done yet. But wait, there's more. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one of the first titles I ever played on Nintendo 64 wrestling game. This bad boy right here. WCW versus the NWO World Tour. I can still hear the music. I can still see Big Show's face in this game. I can still see the intro. This is amazing. This is amazeballs. You are never ever gonna come across something like this again. And this is the real deal, Holyfield. That's right. This is the real deal, Holyfield. This right here, I can't tell you how many hours I spent. Again, no downloading, no day one patch. The game was finished when it came out. No microtransactions. Everything you want to unlock is right in here. And smells like 1996 right there. That feels like 1996 right there. It sounds like 1996 right there. You want me to play you? I got you. Just relax. Whew, I get chill bumps every time I pick up a 64 cartridge. Y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't know. If you don't know, you'd have missed the whole train. And then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with his own face on the game, we got Mayhem. Nintendo 64. Goldberg on the front cover. Like I said, some of these games are better than others. Anybody who's ever played them knows some of these games are better than the other. But then I have the Feast de Resistance, because all these games came out and it was leading up to a game, the black cartridge. the game of games, the Nintendo 64 wrestling game that is my all-time favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, back from the pages of 1996 by demand in its full box in plastic form, I give you WrestleMania 2000. Woo. Yeah, it's still got the plastic on it. You know how much I had to do to keep this bad boy in this kind of condition for almost 40 years. Almost 40 years. Can you smell that? Can you feel that? Oh, but don't understand, it's slit down the side. Oh, I plays with my toys. This ain't something that's just gonna sit on the shelf and we don't play it, we don't touch it, we don't know it. Oh yes, ladies and jelly spoons. This one right here, this is the real. Hey, get the cartridge out, it's in plastic. Oh yeah, oh y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I gotta hit that box, hold on. Oh, smells like 1996. Had to hit it again. Feels like 1996. Don't come much purer than that. That's the source right there. Ladies and jelly spoons. Do you understand what I'm holding in my hands right now? Do you understand the nostalgia boner that I have right now? Do you understand what this is right here? If you know, then you know. And if you don't know, it's gonna be so. Because I can't tell you so. You have to know if you know what I know. Let's take it out the plastic. Got the ASMR goodness. Ladies and jelly spoons. This. Gonna say that's gonna be around the Van Nuys, California region. Gonna say that's what THQ. That's about as closest to the source you gonna get, baby. This one right here. I can't tell you how many times and how long we played. My boy Phil, my brother Deese, Nino, Awis. I can't tell you how many people got down on this game right here. This right here, this right here, this right here, this right here. 1996. Meet 2026. 2026. Meet 1996. Oh, this shit right here is greatness. But don't take my word for it. Enough talk. How about some intros? Because I just happen to have a Nintendo 64 right over there. You've seen it before. I know you will see it again. But let's take a look at some of those beautiful intros on the big screen. But you don't have to take my word for it. Ladies and gentlemen, from the pages of 1996, it don't get no righter. Come with me on a flashback trip to the best wrestling genre ever invented in digital gaming. You may have the graphics in 2026. You may have the sounds and the pains and the Roman Reigns, but you don't have that analog finishing move. You don't have the nostalgia and the greatness that was WrestleMania 2000. Ladies and jelly spoons, let's get into this. Oh, and by the way, for those of y'all who don't know, this didn't come out in 2000. This came out before 2000. So this is before the millennium. Back in the day, games came out before their date. Like now, like you get NBA 2K25 in like the tail end of 2024. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always the year that it comes out in, but yeah. Let's get down to business. We've called the game. We've been called here to game. It's time to get insane in the membrane with some game. Oh yeah. What I tell you, man, you have no idea how great this game was. How great this game still is. there you go, ladies and gentlemen. In case you were wondering, in case there was any question, the championship belt was secured and won by your boy on February the 27th, 2026. Ladies and jelly spoons, thank you for joining me for a magnanimous night of wrestling and delight from the Nintendo 64. You see out there, it may be 2026, but in here, today, it was 1996, and we had it our way. Camden, New Jersey. One time. If you smell what them Nintendo 64 goodness is spewing. Till next time. Now, anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Until next time, I will see you guys in this lovely gold and see if we put it on the line again. Another night, another day, another round where I may be right side up. You might be upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, mic drop. Till next time.